just sharing not only synchronicity, but the concept of what you put out comes back to you, and not even that gives the illusion of separation. Point being, I've intentionally gone out of my nest space in embodying the energy of love itself as I am. And that has provided lots of reflections back to me, just everything reflecting back to me, that love. This morning, so two major factors that stood out to me this morning is, so very recently I had to get rid of a lot of my feathers from my collection. And one of the thoughts I had with that is like, oh, these particular feathers were really hard to, it felt like a rarity to find. And I had to get rid of them because there are beetles coming in from the landscaping, and so, you know, no matter how many defenses I have, it was inevitable they were gonna try to find a place to get cozy, and they chose my feathers. And so there was this sense of like, man, this really sucks to get rid of these because it feels like a risky loss of some kind. But then, of course, in a very seamless, integrated way, reminding myself of when I let go provides space for something more and or better and upgrades. And so that was just yesterday. And then today I go out, and wouldn't you know it, like the particular feathers I was talking about were goose feathers, but like the Canada goose, the very big ones. There were so many. I don't know if a goose got or because mating season, you know, feathers were flying, but there were so many. I didn't take any today. And that's, and like the beauty of it is it's provided to me, for me, more so as a reflection this morning, not because I needed it. It was just like that a cherry on top experience of like, I know I don't need this, and it's more about the energy behind the gratitude that the universe has presented this to me. I don't need to take it as my own. I just appreciate the universe reflected that concept back to me of letting go is good, and rewards follow for evolution and enlightenment and all that. And then on the way back, I'm near my nest, and so I'm wearing like, you know, leggings and had my pride bag on and all that, and was just observing the birds. Birds are very important to me as a reflection of inner self, innermost self, freedom, the sing-song, all of that. So just being lost with the birds and finding myself in that lostness constantly. And someone drives by, or a group of people drive by in some sort of van, and they gave me a very welcoming kind of like supportive cat call. Just like, yes, bitch, like start your stuff. And I end up just like kind of, because a lot of Leo in my chart, this makes aligns very well, of just instantly just like, yes, and I just start like doing the theatrical strutting, and then just like, yeah, like just going off, just all of the I don't know, fem energy support in there, just all of us very colorful people, just being ourselves, a lot of energy for us. And so it just reflected back to me, and I am forever grateful for that from the universe, and you know, myself as an extension of the universe. Makes sense. And it brought back some really good energies, and amplified, more refined. It seems to be a theme for me as of late. So like when I originally had those goose feathers, it was during an extra hardship time in my life, and it was very much that amplified the energy of that experience of gratitude for finding those goose feathers, because like it's just any blessings that came my way just felt, I was just so grateful for, in that deep contrast of dark experience or dark circumstances. And around that time too, like, so I have these joysticks, and I made tarot out of them as well. And for each one, most of these come from that time of hardship where certain objects, it's a Lenormand, where certain objects represent like a certain energy from the universe for me, and all embodying some aspect of joy for me. And I'm adding more this morning based off of these events. And two of those being so having to do with the original feathers. And there's one of the sticks I think I wrote as drive-by, where it was like that same sort of thing. And the first time that happened, so the one that's in that deck collection of sticks, is there was a day it's not that I didn't want to be alive, it's just I didn't know how I was going to continue to the end of the day. And it was by no means the first time, but those specific circumstances, I was without housing for quite some time. At that point, I had cut ties with, like I had already before all of that cut ties with everyone I ever knew and loved. And then at that point, I was trying to build from zero new relationships to be supportive in that time. Had to cut ties with those people because they weren't aligned, were not healthy. And it just, I was walking, I used to walk all the way across the city to get to my therapy appointments, and I was on my way to one of the appointments, and I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing that day. And right around the first main corner on my way in that direction, someone drove by and just yelled out the window, "I love you." And I did a double take because I didn't think it was for me. And then they made it very clear that it was me. And I said, "I love you too." Or either that or I said, "Thank you." I think I said, "Thank you." And in that moment, I felt awkward for that. But now reflecting upon it, I understand why I said thank you. Because I needed it. So it brings back a evolved, refined reflection of that, and just the eternal gratitude I have for being here. So just wanted to share that, speak on that, and we'll share that.